Our sweet little flower child, starting out as a cute little bud and growing into a flowery destruction machine of chaos. There is only one Pokemon which fits in this description in Pokemon Unite right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the strategy guide to Venusaur. My name's Kay, and in this video we are checking everything out about the floral behemoth and learning how to use it in the most effective way. And you know what? I have an offer for you. If you can take some useful information from this video, we exchange that for a like and a subscription. In this way you take part in supporting the channel and helping not only me, but all the other Pokemon Unite fans, improving the gameplay and so also improving the game in total. Deal? Deal. And the best thing, it's for free. But with that said, let's jump right in. Let's start having a deeper look at our beach body friendly Venusaur. The difficulty is intermediate and it's a ranged attacker, using special attack as his main source of damage. Offense 4.5 stars, and that's the main deal. We are here to making damage, so let's take a look. We are starting out as Bulbasaur at level 1, evolving into Ivysaur at level 5 and then to Venusaur at level 9. The first two moves we had to our disposal are Seed Bomb and Razor Leaf. Seed Bomb is really an ability you can't forget about. The damage is abysmal and it's the only purpose to be replaced at level 5. On the other side we have Razor Leaf, and this launches many sharp-edged leaves in a quick succession of attacks, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect with a quite decent range. When starting out you should definitely choose Razor Leaf. That's the main damage ability at the beginning. You have quite a far range and you see you're hitting all the enemies for a few seconds in its way. It's also very good at the beginning because you have 2 APAMs and you should go top lane if possible, and if you time it well you can hit both for the full amount of time of the attack. The second ability is Seed Bomb, and like I said, it's really weak. Like you see here the APAM and I'm dropping it and it almost makes no damage even if it's area of effect type of attack, but you see it's not worth even trying to do something with it. Just level up and replace it with something else. At level 5 we not only evolve to Ivysaur, we also get the first improved move. On the one side we have Sludge Bomb and on the other side we have Giga Drain. Sludge Bomb hurls, like the name says, some sludge to the designated area, dealing not only damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect, but also leaving them poisoned and decreasing the movement speed and also special defense for a short time. You see, that's a very good ability to use some CC on your enemy. At level 11 we get Sludge Bomb Plus, which also increases the move's area of effect. The other ability is Giga Drain. This drains HP from the opposing Pokemon in the area and also dealing damage to them while restoring your own HP when the attack hits. It also reduces the damage we receive for a short time. Also here at level 11 we get Giga Drain Plus, which increases the amount of HP this moves restore. Sludge Bomb helps us to control the enemies and slow them down and make damage over time. You drop it and you see all the enemies rushing to you get slowed down, and as long as they're in there, they are poisoned and getting dots over time, so damage over time, and so you can control the enemy on the battlefield and try to keep them at your side, or if you have to leave, you can stop them and you can get into safety. It's also the attack I mostly like to use because, like I said, it gives you some CC and you have more abilities to keep the enemy away from you, and you can even use it offensively if you're striking down somebody, and in the combination with Razor Leaf or the further attacks, you have some time to deal damage or to help your team to keep them at place. The other more self-sustaining ability is Giga Drain. When you hit enemies, you get HP back, and so if the more enemies you hit, the more enemy HP you can get out from your opponents and so heal you up, which helps you also if you have in a situation where you have to get away or you're just quite low on health, so you can rescue back to the goal or back to a grass, to a jump pad, to just get away out of the danger. To be honest, in contrast with Sludge Bomb, I'm more likely to use the second, the leather one, because I have more CC, I can control the enemy, and the heal is okay, but it's not that good. Of course you get some, I think 500 or 600 HP back, but in the case you have some enemies on your feet, they are hitting you, it's mostly not enough to sustain yourself long. So I would recommend using Sludge Bomb. Of course you can try using Giga Drain and see what you can make with it. And at level 7, Ivysaur evolves to a fully usable sniper, with on the one side with Solar Beam and on the other side with Petal Dance. Solar Beam blasts a bundled beam of light, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect with a humongous range to use. It's improved at level 13 to Solar Beam Plus, which reduces the move's cooldown, with which we almost can spam it all around. Petal Dance is an area effect and it scatters petals around the user, increasing not only the movement speed for a short time, but also dealing damage over time to opposing enemies and Pokemon in the area of effect. At level 13 we get Petal Dance Plus, which increases the move's area of effect. And at level 7, Ivysaur begins to start as a full-blown sniper. You see, Solar Beam has a really long range, and if you have activated the right settings, you can see my beginner's guide how to do that, you can even see further than the POV, or the field of view in this case, of your Pokemon. You see it's charging up and it's hitting for quite a sustainable amount of damage, and with the Plus variant the cooldown is almost negligible, so you get about 4 seconds or 5 seconds of cooldown I think, and it's a perfect ability to snipe other Pokemon or objective, and you will see it in the further gameplay section. Solar Beam and Sludge Bomb is also the combination I recommend, because on the one side, like I said, you have some CC crowd control ability to keep the enemy near you or away from you, and with Solar Beam you can get kills far away or try to get the objective if the situation seems not possible to beat. Now we're taking a look at Petal Dance, and to be honest I haven't been as fair to our green buddy friend as I should have been, because if we use Petal Dance we have some ability to get movement and mobility. When using it we are speeded up for quite good amount of time and we are hitting the enemy in an AoE radius. The issue with this is, on the other side we have Solar Beam, and Solar Beam is a ranged attack. We can snipe enemy objectives or enemy Pokemon, and even if we get the possibility to quickly get away, the damage is not as high as when we hit with the Plus variant of Solar Beam, and in most situations I take Solar Beam because, like I said, the damage boost is incredible, and with it you can really turn situations to your positive side, so you can take out what you have to and not rely on getting away or even the low AoE damage. And at level 9 we unlock our Unite move, Verdant Anger. This launches a giant seed towards the designated area, which splits into 4 separate seeds again, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect and also decreasing the movement speed when the attack hits. And at level 9 with the evolution to Venusaur, in this case with the very cool skin you can get through the 14-day beginner challenge, you get your Unite move. And that's also an attack with quite a far range, and when you're dropping it down on an enemy, it first throws a big seed which explodes into 4 smaller seeds, dealing quite a bit of damage around the area of impact and of course of the other 4. It's okay, I would say. You could of course use it to make some damage. In combination with Body Barrier you get the additional shield and you can make some damage. Combining it with your teammates, it can help to clear out the enemies from an objective or in a big team fight. Besides the active abilities we also have our passive, and this is Overgrow. When we are at low HP the damage we deal is increased, so flat damage increase while being in danger. And the basic attack goes in common with all the others, where every third attack is a boosted attack, which deals increased damage. This boosted attack also pulls opposing Pokemon inward between the user's vines. That means if we hit on range, it gets pulled in, and so we can control it a little bit more. Now let's talk about the battle items, and to be honest, if you've seen any other guide, it will get quite similar to the others, because in this case I also can mostly just recommend Eject Button. In this case it's also more important because Venusaur doesn't have any ability to get away quickly, so Eject Button is very important to get out of sticky situations and to rescue our butt if we are in danger. And you know, when we're talking about battle items, it's also time for the question of the day. Bulbasaur is one of the first starters from the first generation. Besides Squirtle and Charmander, we have the decision between those 3. So my question is, which of those is your favorite starter Pokemon? I have to be honest, mine was Charmander. I'd like Charizard as the final evolution, being a kind of mix of a dragon and something fire-spitting, and so I always chose it. But tell me, who was your favorite and why? Let me know in the comments, I'm very interested to hear about this. And of course, when talking about battle items, we cannot forget about the health ones. In this case, I have to say there is a pretty strong meta, and I also use it on Venusaur. The first item being Body Barrier and the second one Focus Band. On the one side we have more HP and get a shield when using our Unite move, and on the other side we increase our defense and special defense and get some healing when being hit critically. The third item in the bunch are the wise glasses. Why? Because we get a flat increase of special attack damage, and we also increase our special attack by a certain percentage depending on the level. And that's very important because, like we said, Venusaur is attacking with special attack, and so it increases the damage even more. One item which you can also choose, depending what you want to do, in this example I'll exchange Focus Band for that, is the score shield. With this you get a shield while scoring points, and this can be quite helpful if we are very far ahead with Venusaur and want to score the goals, even if we then risk to be getting caught, or we use the eject button to rescue our beautiful flowery butt. Pun intended. Now we've seen everything, all the moves and abilities, the battle and health items, and how to use everything. In the next few scenes, you'll get to see some of the actions of Venusaur and how to play him effectively, and what's important to keep in mind to score goals and win all the matches. Let's roll and start right into it. That's a good case of early game action. You see Alolan Ninetales and Snorlax attacking the goal, I'm alone, but with the healing of the goal and Pikachu helping us, we can fight off the enemies, and with the great range of Razor Leaf and the use of eject button, we have enough range to get Snorlax down and to secure the kill and rescue our goal. This part is combining multiple things. At first we see the use of Sludge Bomb. We can slow down enemies, have enough time to deal significant damage, and with the help of our team we can take the enemies out. Sludge Bomb slowing down again, and we got Solar Beam. We're trying to get Alolan Ninetales. It's hitting us hard. Again, the slow. It misses quite a bit. We have almost no life here, but we can come back to our Papaya, eat it, and with that we are attacking Greninja. Greninja getting down. Alolan Ninetales trying to get away. It even succeeds at that, but then we see Dreadnought's up, and Dreadnought's almost down. And now we're at the point where I said Venusaur is the perfect sniper. We're waiting, hitting with Solar Beam, getting Dreadnought, and that's a quite important step up in the experience. We get your Unite move, and in this case we can destroy the enemy team without a chance of getting away. Solar Beam hitting again the Pikachu of the enemies. Alolan Ninetales again tries to get away, quite lucky in this case, but so we can secure the fight and get really big amount of experience, and so attack the goal, and you see Ninetales going down as well. Here's again a good example of the combination of Solar Beam and Sludge Bomb. At first we can hit enemies at the goal from quite a far distance, so getting them away from scoring. In the combination with Sludge Bomb we can slow down, and Absol and Lucario have enough time to win the fights for us. And again, because I cannot stress it enough, down we see Sludge Bomb and Solar Beam to attack Charizard. I think it doesn't hit it, but there we have Snorlax. Now something funny happens. Snorlax tries to get us away with his shield, but then he says, okay, there is no chance. Cinderace would have gotten it, but we can secure the last hit with our sniper ability. Now we see a scene from a game where I used Giga Drain and Razor Leaf. You see we're getting hit hard, and we can use Giga Drain to get help from the APM. We are almost down, and I think one more hit from the Slowbro would have gotten us down, but now we had enough time to get back to the goal, heal up, take down Slowbro, and so win the situation. And again, a good combination of Giga Drain and Solar Beam. At first, Giga Drain takes some help from Greninja, and with that we have time to use our Solar Beam. Greninja doesn't stand a chance, but there is still Machamp. Machamp bringing down his Unite move on us, but with the combined power of us and the immense strong attack Solar Beam, we can deal with it and get it away. To be honest, this one is just for the lulz. You see Slowbro trying to get away, Crustle on his feet. We're trying to get it. I first was aiming at Dreadnought because of the snap, and then Slowbro gets away, and with the last hit you see the KO. It's on our side. And of course we have to talk about the biggest steal possible in the game. It's Zapdos. All of the enemies are here. Slowbro tries to take it. We hit with Solar Beam, but in this case Absol's got the KO of it. But this would be the perfect situation how we could rescue Zapdos for our needs. Our poisonous green sniper with its beautiful flower on its back. It's the #1 when it comes to taking objectives in the last minute and securing many situations in favor of the team. It has, especially after the buffs from the latest balance patch, good overall usefulness when it comes to winning matches in Pokemon Unite. All in all, I'll give Venusaur a lovely childish yay. It's good to play, but let's see what further improvements will come in balance patches down the line. Besides that, there is one more thing we have to talk about. Don't you think I've forgotten about it? Our deal. If you've learned anything new or just had a good time, I'd be tremendously happy if you could support the channel and especially this video with a like and a subscription. With that, you help to grow the channel and also the community. so we can find more like-minded people to talk about Pokemon Unite and Nintendo games as a whole. That's everything I have to say by now. My name's Kay, thanks for tuning back in again, and see you soon.